Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Common Sense Crypto channel. As with you always, this is Rich doing another video today on XDC. So I hope you're all having a wonderful day today, wherever you are in this great, great world. We're going to talk about XDC, and guess what? It's starting to come together. XDC, this week, we expect Commonwealth trade ministers to launch a program of reforming laws and digitized trade. We are truly on the cusp of a new trade revolution. As Commonwealth trade ministers gather in London this week, it is a golden moment to reform laws and digitalize trade across the Commonwealth. According to the Commonwealth's own business case, this would deliver $1.2 trillion in economic growth by 2026. It would also reduce trade transaction costs by 80% and enable more SMEs to participate. It combined with customs digitalization, this number increased to $2 trillion, the equivalent to the Commonwealth's trade target by 2030. Now, this is not going to take until 2030. The world is moving much faster right now. I think this is going to start much sooner. XDC legal barriers are being removed across 50% of world trade. France, Germany, the US, the UK will have removed all legal barriers by the end of this year. The ICC is expecting 90% of world trade to be on path to digitalization from February of 2024. Now, I still see XDC doing a major run-up with XRP once Ripple wins the case against the SEC. But beyond that, I think it could still continue upward as trade continues to move towards digital. And that's what I see happening. Can we focus on trade finance as a use case now? Starting TradeFinex's live pilot transactions. We are looking to connect regulated trade finance originators with members and institutions from the community who want to participate in TradeFinex.org pilot transactions in a couple of weeks. It looks like things are starting to move there as well, and they show you the qualifications right here. But take it from Andre Kosterman. He's going to talk about Aningio, Trade Tech, Trade Stream, and Cargo X, all leveraging Swift.
Having spent 24 years at Swift, as you know, I believe Swift has a role to play there as well, because Swift offers the connectivity to exchange files, and that is relevant in the bank-to-bank space. So indeed, TradeStream, Enigio, and other players are leveraging Swift as well for this file transfer capability, and sometimes also for messaging, of course. So the trick here, maybe it's not a trick, but the recipe for success is to combine the existing technologies of banks, like back office vendors as well, with the new technologies. And the new technologies are very aware that they have to make sure they integrate into the existing environment of the banks, and that they should limit the cost and the impact on those existing systems. And that's how you get with TradeStream for document checking, Enigio for digital originals, TradeTech for distribution, and gradually more and more players are adding their own value.
And that's where I can see Swift integrating XDC. We're seeing Swift integrate with XRP right now and XLM. And it's all going to start to come together. But again, this is exactly what he's talking about right here. Enigio, the ITFA member powering the DNI initiative, has demonstrated how Trace Original digitizes original documents such as guarantees, bills of exchange, and promissory notes in the most pragmatic and interoperable way. TradeStream and Nabu, both ITFA members, bring cloud computing to help banks and corporates digitize trade document digitization, processing, and validation. TradeTech, the ITFA member, powering the TFD initiative, is demonstrating the viability of the automated originate and distribute model in trade finance. When applied to COVID-19, such model can integrate public relief efforts and help governments allocate guarantees and funding to trade assets, which proves a more effective and transparent solution than extending loans. CargoX has launched a blockchain-based bill of lading platform leveraging hybrid blockchain technology. CargoX offers the ability to support a full set of e-presentation besides an e-bill of lading, also EPO or e-invoice for payment commitment process. Xinfin, an ITF member with regulated entities in SG and UAE, provides an advanced tokenization and liquidity sourcing platform in support of trade finance and stablecoins to bring retail and institutional liquidity to alternative lenders and traditional banks. That's how it's all going to play out. Every part playing its own role. And Xinfin, being a hybrid blockchain, fits in perfectly. XDC and Ningio, Swift File Act. And they make it so simple. New payment undertaking instruments, making the instrument enforceable and negotiable. Digital original documents, digitizing the original document. Transport mechanism, transferring the document digitally. Makes it so simple because this is what we're working with right now. A physical document, paper, add content, manage the document, add wet ink, equals asset, manage and transport physically, scan original. It has to get put on a truck, store physical massive file cabinets, process and manage scanned image, read, scrutinize, feel, verify, and hold. And then you see OCR. Dual documents, dual processes, cost times 2, and data mismatch. It's going to be so much easier, and that's why the world is pushing towards digital trade. And yet people still don't see the value in XDC. They're going to once it starts to move. You got to remember, we are in the fourth industrial revolution. We are invested in it by investing in these cryptocurrencies. You cannot lose that vision that you had the day you bought your XDC. You need to continue to hold on to that. This cryptocurrency is not going to be sitting at the prices we're sitting at now forever. And I stress that all the time. And at the same time, you need to keep your crypto safe along the way. Now's not the time to lose your crypto. XDC Network will be at Web3 Berlin in Germany on the 11th and 12th of June this year. And they're talking about Web3. They're most likely also going to be talking about trade going digital as well. Globiance Pay is revolutionizing finance and putting the planet first. Investing in carbon offset projects keeps us carbon negative with every transaction made. Join us as we build a reliable global bank for a sustainable future. Globiance is something I got to do a video separately on one day, because Globiance is a great project. I don't like when they start talking about carbon offsets, though, because carbon offsets are going to be a tax of the future. We're starting to see it show up here and there. I rented a car recently. I had to do a long journey drive, and I got hit with a carbon offset from Enterprise Car Rental. That's starting to be implemented slowly right now. Later, they're going to want carbon credits and carbon offsets. They're going to use it like a tax in the future, and I don't like the idea of it at all. But again, we're invested in that as well. Why? Because these blockchains and these cryptocurrencies are tied to all the world's money. And you got to remember that, now's your one chance in your lifetime that you're going to have to get financial freedom. This is it. And if you don't invest in these cryptocurrencies now while they're sitting at low prices, you will regret it forever. The only regret you're going to have in the future is not buying more when you still could have. And everybody always asks, how much of XDC should I hold? It's not a matter of how much you should hold, but how long you can continue holding it. I say that all the time because nobody knows how high these prices can get in the future. You make a prediction, say, and it's speculative. Every prediction you see right now is all speculation. When somebody comes out and does a video and they say XRP is going to 10K, they're speculating. But let's say XRP did get to 10K. What would the price of XDC be if that was to happen? because there's a lot less XDC and it's going to be moving all the world's trade money. I would suggest that it would get to at least 5K per XDC if that was the case. But again, I'm speculating and I'm giving you opinion because people downplay, the trade industry, and it's a massive, massive industry. Plus, you got to look at the new financial system, which is going to roll out. XDC is going to be part of it. There's going to be a lot of micropayments happening on a daily basis as well. And it's a well rounded cryptocurrency at the same time. It's tied to so many things. Right now, you got to stay patient, stay positive, and watch everything get built out. Then, as it gets built out, we'll have a better idea on where these cryptocurrencies are going in the future. But if I had to give you a conservative number, I would say short term XDC definitely. If XRP gets to $13 or $10, I could see XDC definitely getting to $3 or higher. And depends on where we're at when that happens. And then going forward, with trade starting to really amp up by the end of this year, who knows? The sky is the limit. Continue holding it. With that said, I'm going to wrap up this video. I want to thank you all for watching. I appreciate all of you. I'll see you in the next one. Have a great night.